so that way we have more people there. Thank y'all for joining us again. So we're talking all things Kegel.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Tamika, how you doing?
Oh, that's the waterfalls right there. That's waterfalls.
YouTube over here. I love it. Love you guys for watching. Yeah, we're talking Kegel exercises, and one of the reasons why we really wanted to really get into it is because a lot of times we don't think about um you know Kegels a lot of times because you can't see them as being something that you definitely can incorporate as part of your exercise routine. We kind of talked about it yesterday when we were talking Moist Monday, but we really wanted to focus in on Zodiac. And that's why, we just kind of decided, hey, this would be a good way to kind of, bring some of the conversation in, um, with what I usually talk about and do over here. And then besides all of that, we're going to show you some wonderful toys, adult novelty items, some assisted elements that you can use in order to make things right. So, look, somebody said you are a whole mess, baby.
Me?
Yes,
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm over here chilling. You know what I
yes,
mean?
you a whole mess. Look, you might as well tag your people on Instagram too. Tell them come on and join us. But
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that as we talk.
yeah, do that. And so definitely we want to talk a little bit about Kegel exercises, the importance of them and what you can do for your sexual health and wellness, like what you can do to make things better for you. So let me just jump into it a little bit because this is my part.
Yeah,
Where I talk a little
yeah.
bit about the actual Kegel exercise and where it stemmed from. So, of course, as you guys know, when it comes to modern medicine and when it comes to technology, people definitely like to name things after themselves, right? So, you know that the Kegel exercise was most likely developed by someone whose last name was Kegel. And
Who's
guess
Kegel?
his name was Arnold Kegel. And so this
Wow.
is the 1940s. And so, like, this is, what we call modern gynecology, right? Because it was the 40s. We're in the 2000s, and we call it modern gynecology when you're talking about, um, you know, people doing stuff with women's bodies and it hasn't been updated in, years.
Right.
So this guy noticed that,
Happening.
definitely in when it came to women, especially maybe after having babies, things like that. Yes, vagina workouts, but wait a minute, not just the vagina, but we'll get into it. Uh, so one of the things he
Work it
noticed
out.
with patients and everything was that, definitely their pelvic floor were sometimes would weaken, and that was usually due to childbirth. Sometimes it's just due to, just lack of any type of real activity. Sometimes it was just due to, just those different changes that happen within the body as you get a little bit older and you may not be working out, just not as conscious about, what you're doing with your body. So, but what he really was focused in on was not necessarily the aspect of improving orgasms, because remember, this is the 1940s, so they didn't give a damn about a woman's orgasm. What
Right.
they were looking at was helping to uh, cure and not necessarily cure, but kind of lessen the effects of urinary tract, problems in women. So, like, women having a little bit of, like, when you sneeze, you pee a little bit, all those types of things that happen. So you have a lot of things that happen with the bladder, and so again, it wasn't necessarily about the sexual organs, but it was definitely about making sure that women could have stronger pelvic floor muscles for that. So you have urinary and rectal sphincters that need to have a little bit more exercise to help strengthen them so that you'll have less leaks. And so those pelvic floor exercises was what he would prescribe to women. And what those do is they tone and tighten those particular muscle systems and everything. But what we find, so here's what's the best part about it, because it's just like everything else, right? It's just like Viagra was made for blood pressure, and we found out it works best for ED. So it's the same thing with like Kegel exercises, right? Yeah, just like that. And so what you find out is not only does it help with the urinary tract, the incontinence and things like that, it also helps to relieve a little bit of the stress that your body may have. Again, with those contractions, those voluntary contractions that help. They found that it also helps with childbirth recovery. It also helps with um, a lot of things. Again, it's exercise, so it's helping with the blood flow, but I'm sure you're going to get into that a little bit. And
Oh
then,
yeah.
so what we find out is that those series of voluntary contractions actually help the body to remember how to have stronger, longer orgasms. So, all of that to say that Kegels work best when you're trying to make sure you have those mind blowing orgasms. And so those are the best things that they work for. And so of course we'll get into some of the things like exercises and things of that nature, but let's we really want to talk about how it's beneficial. Pretty much it's a whole body type of workout. We all hear about Kegel exercises. People always talking about you got to have good strong grip, but we're trying to also tell you some of the other benefits. I done lost them again, y'all. I lost them. I lose them every time.
It's always the G words that you get me with.
For real.
The green and good you can get me every time.
But see, look, if you do your Kegels, you do the K, and then you have the G, you have the good, gushy gripping of it all.
I done passed out. I done passed out.
And that's what be happening.
Right. They do it right. I mean, you be like,
And that's the sound. It's another good Google move.
there you go. Exactly. Good Lord.
All them G's. All them G's. We try to get you every G you can come up with. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that is, that's some of the spiel about those different Kegel exercises. Look at this. It said, let the church say, amen.
Amen and amen again.
Pretty much what we are. Y'all just have to
Preach,
understand
preacher.
these two faces online together. Just know, thank you. Nothing serious.
I'm sorry, Mel, but I calm down.
He
Not.
won't. He won't.
I won't. I said not. I was being honest. I
Exactly.
said not.
I was just saying, don't even get your hopes up because he's not. Okay,
No.
will not.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
So let's just talk a little bit. I do want to talk to you about your end of it. We talked a little bit about Kegel exercises yesterday. I wasn't gonna do a slideshow today because why not? I don't want to. And so
And that'll be porn.
that
And that
Kegel.
will be porn. Yeah.
But definitely, from the fitness side, let's just talk a little bit about, the other fitness benefits of doing the Kegel exercises, especially, and the reason why I brought him on is because he brings it from the male perspective. We usually talk here about, vaginas and how they affect penises, but sometimes you want to hear from the penis how, you know,
I'm sorry.
come back.
It happened again. It happened again.
So we're gonna hear from the penis side, the way
Lord.
that Kegel exercises can help a penis as well. So those of you who think it's just going to be about, vaginal Kegels, no, we're gonna talk about it all today.
Right. Okay. So what do you all right, so you said how does the Kegels help the penis?
Yeah, because we know we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Like,
Oh wow. Great question. All right, man. So, obviously it would create more blood flow there, uh, help the body produce more of those endorphins to help that erection state. Yeah. Yeah.
sit over there.
And man, all depends on the strength of the brother, but it may make you last long and it may make you bust like that, Lord.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. So
Uh,
okay, so what?
but you okay? You meant from the. I'm sorry. From the. You said from the. Lord.
Penis percent. Well, the other thing I do know, and I, like I say, a lot of times we talk about, doing Kegel exercises on women's body and everything. I do know that there are some exercises
Okay.
akin to Kegel exercises that men can do in order to strengthen their erections, like you were talking about the wet towel situation
Right.
yesterday. So I just want you to kind of jump into that just a little bit.
Dig that. All right. So the first exercise I was thinking of is something that you can do in yoga. Actually, it's called the Mula Bandha, and Mula means root, and Bandha means lock or what's the other word? Basically means to lock it down, control it,
Hmm.
manipulate it as you please.
Right.
So with the Mula Bandha, what you do is you use the perineum, or also called the pubococcygeal muscle, which is the line between your genitals and your anus, that you utilize when you like have to use the bathroom and you have to stop.
I can't.
See,
Nobody else is
I was
telling me.
trying. I was trying not to look at you. I was trying to do it right. Lord, hold on. Let me just. Okay. So that's the muscle that you contract when you have to go to the bathroom, but you're trying to stop yourself because you're not quite there yet.
Right.
So what you would do is you would consciously, you get into a meditative state. You can sit, cross-legged. You can sit on a chair, with your feet grounded, or whatever is comfortable to you. So what you do, you take a deep inhale through your nose. Let's do it together. Inhale. And then on your exhale, you literally squeeze that muscle like as many times you can before you have to inhale again. So the goal is always 20. Should I try it with the people?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be like, okay, so this is a pulsation.
Right, exactly. Right.
Okay.
All right, so obviously when I do this, that means squeeze. I'm sorry, let me get my hand right in the, okay, there we go. What you over there dancing for? That one the tambourine.
You gotta get
Lord, see, I was trying to do it right.
you're not gonna act right. We know.
Her fault.
So yes, let's try what you're talking about right now. Y'all,
Okay.
we're doing the exercise. People, y'all ready? Okay, let's go.
Oh, Chili needs some pom poms now. Chili the pom pom face ass. All
All
right, so all right, so ground your feet. Gonna bring your palms down, face on your thighs. I'm gonna close my eyes now. Look at you. All right, so you take a deep inhale through your nose, and then on your exhale, pump as you exhale slowly. And then take a deep inhale. Oh, this fool. Over here dancing. Let's try it one more time. All right, deep inhale. I'm not gonna look at you though. And exhale, contract. Then take a deep inhale. One more time. Exhale, contract. And inhale. Can't even look at you, fool.
I can't do two things at once. I was trying to be
Yes,
calm
you
and do it
can.
because we acted. Y'all have to understand this. Is what without a camera on,
Oh, it's worse.
in person or on Zoom or whatever we on, this is the conversation. I,
Right. All
I
the time.
can't get it together. Cannot.
But what
Yeah.
right. But what that does though is it strengthens the pelvic floor for men and women because we both have that. It strengthens the
Oh, I was about to say because the PC muscle is what we typically call it, and then you were talking about the perineum. Y'all call it the gooch, but
there you go.
that's another G.
Lord, well, honestly, that don't do nothing for me. I
Yeah,
got one of those.
I'm telling
I
you.
gotta go.
Now listen, the right amount of motivation probably could get you excited about the gooch.
Oh yeah. It, you starting something. I'm trying to see.
But we're
Do you,
talking about the
do you want me to listen, Heather? Do you want me to show Heather? How to say your wife, Heather? Do you want me to show my whole ass on your show?
listen. What has stopped you from showing your whole ass on my show? Let's
So
oh,
I mean, with a little stimulation there, yeah, yeah, the gooch, look at the gushy.
she said he laughed so much we can't be central. No, we can't be central. No. We put
I'm
out
a goofball. Can't help it. I'm sorry. Hold on.
okay, wait. I'm gonna get it together. We gonna get it together. So I think
All
it's
right, so
you.
let's
I
be
have
sensual.
to go and then you act right. So let me see if I can find it. Is that better?
That'll work.
That'll help you
Something to
zone.
distract me.
She said y'all done showed y'all whole ass. Yes,
My
absolutely.
nerve.
We hadn't even shown y'all the toys yet. We have
Right,
not shown
exactly.
y'all the toys yet. So we're gonna act a whole fool up in here. See, centered. So while you're centering yourself, let's talk about some of those pulsating Kegel exercises for the vagina. And here, this is a good opportunity for me to show this. I'm not even gonna. Let me use my. Let's see. Should I use this one or this one? Vitamin D or D plus?
Uh, Damn. The ladies probably say D plus.
D plus. Okay.
Double down.
Double down on D plus. So I want to show y'all the difference between y'all laughing at us. Y'all, we having a good time. So I'm going to show y'all the vitamin D plus because at this point we do need to get y'all an idea of how Kegel exercises can help uh, the penis on the vagina side, though, from the vagina side. So first of all, let me just say I'm gonna have to zoom my camera out because this is a really large item. So he is right here. He's big. Okay,
I,
so here's the thing, and let me move some things out of the way because y'all don't need to see all my beat. Um, like I said, he's a large member,
oh
but
yeah,
Kegel
he's an
exercise.
elephant.
What you want them to be able to do is to grip let me put it that way. So this is your penis, and what you want to simulate with the vagina is how my fingers are squeezing against that penis right there. You want to be able to have that much control when you are being penetrated, because what that also does, it doesn't just help you, it helps them because
Oh
you're at good
yeah.
in, and it causes a series of pretty much like a mini massage, right, up and down the
Oh yeah.
penis shaft. And so you want to make sure that you have enough grip, but also it helps you to control the amount of penetration that happens within your body. You get what I'm saying? So, oh, this one's 55. So what you want to do is you want to be able to, like, even when they first enter, if you have those muscles engaged, let me pull this out a little bit more because, child, when I say this thing, it's not small. When you have those muscles engaged, even, and I'm gonna add a little lube to my hand because
Um,
gotta add lube. When in doubt, use lube.
use the lube.
Do is be able to control some of the strokes. Now, you won't be able to control them all depending on who you're dealing with and how much pressure they apply.
Right.
What you want to be able to do is, even with the initial insertion, that squeezing of the muscles, first of all, it's going to be good for you and it's going to be good for them. because that's going to help that good tight fit there. But as it's being penetrated, you're squeezing here. And as it penetrates more, you're still squeezing and you're squeezing and you're making sure that while you're engaging those pelvic muscles and everything, he's going to feel all of that. He's going to feel all of that. It's going to help you a lot quicker to get to the point where you are ready to orgasm, climax more often than not, because you are actively engaging those muscles. It also is going to pull him to the places where you're most sensitive because you're using those series of muscles to get you there. So that's what you want to make sure of. You want to make sure that you're doing that. He says, wait, well, during the sex, Kegels just tend to happen. Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Some people just kind of let it go.
All right.
Hey, King. So what you got
Hey,
here?
how
Yeah,
y'all doing?
you want to make sure that you are taking the opportunity to really squeeze against
Watch
the
this shit.
muscle. Yeah, I'm gonna do this so y'all can see my face
Man,
because I can do that. You can see it that way too. But yeah, so that's what you want to make sure you're doing. You're just making sure that you get those nice little Kegel squeezes in. And like you were talking about with the exercise, right? Because I kind of want to use this again, and how that towel kind of gives it
right,
that.
right. All right. So she wants me to use the PG version of the name of the exercise, but we grown, right? Can I say it right?
You know what?
Can I say it?
It's after 9 o'clock, so you can do whatever you want to do.
Oh shit! Hold on now. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
You're gonna get in
Wrong
trouble.
show.
You're gonna get
Wrong
in
show.
trouble.
All right. So it's called it's called digging. That's what I call it. So what you do is you take yourself to an erection, a firm erection. Then you take a face towel and you wet it and you put it on the head of your penis, and then you flex. It's like your penis is curling. And if you get really good at it, you can use like 2 or 3 face towels or even a whole body drying towel. So same thing like the mula banda. So the major thing I have to say this, forgot to say it last time. But one of the major things is that you have to make sure that you're breathing. Yogic breathing is the breath. So you breathe in through your nose like we were doing the mula banda. You
Mm-hmm.
breathe in through your nose and you flex. It's like you put that motherfucker on hydraulics. Just bounce, bounce, bounce as many times as you can before that erection goes down. Then you
Right.
take yourself back to erection and keep doing that shit. And when you actually have the opportunity to have a sexual experience with a beautiful lady or whatever you rock with, um, oh, you'll have so much control that it'll drive them wild.
So
And
let's.
you too.
I kind of want to talk about this a little bit before. Hold on, put it back on me because I had it on the wrong thing. Y'all wasn't ready for that. But
I don't even want to know. We'll talk about it after the show.
had to take that out. So here's the thing. What the one thing that I do want to talk about, because you were saying you're doing the exercises while you're erect and while you're holding the erection. Isn't this a great time for you to find out whether or not your body is able to maintain erections for long periods of time?
Right,
Don't you feel?
right. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Excellent exercise to determine that.
He said, I seen strippers do that, baby. That's how I be twerking.
Man. Oh yeah. Listen, you have your man do that. Yeah, yep, exactly. Twerking, bouncing like it's on hydraulics, hit
Mhm,
bankhead bouncing,
mhm.
riding train,
Do
all of
whatever
that.
you need to do. Do whatever you needed to do. One of the things also that I did want to talk about is, that strengthening, like you said, it builds stamina, number one. Number two, is going to help them. No. So the other
My mama said I'm nasty.
little bit, little bit, little bit, lot bit. but it also helps you to really target those muscles so you know what you're feeling, how you're feeling it, how fast, how slow. Uh, you get what I'm saying? Like you can really, when you're talking about stamina and things like that, it helps you to kind of meter out your experiences, so that you don't have those sessions where you go too fast and then you have
Right.
a really angry partner because 3-4 strokes in, here we go with this
Well,
conundrum of, wow, you finished already? Seriously? That's what we do?
I didn't even get started. What happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this. So not only will this exercise increase stamina, increase blood flow. The penis is a muscle, as we all know. So the more you do this, it's like literally being in the gym. You're making those muscles more dense, which means you have more control. And like when your lady is doing Kegels on you, you could do it back.
Could.
Flex on them. Flex on them. So the same. So you jump, you jump. You for. You know what I mean? Make it a game. You know what I mean? See how many you can do.
I mean, I can see it work that way because definitely when you are, especially, and let's go back to the ladies, or people with vaginas, when you're talking about using those Kegel exercises and really, targeting those muscles, you really can understand what you need in order to get to the point where you need to get to. So you're
Right,
not leaving it up to your partner to help you or to get you to orgasm. You're actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
right.
Like the way, first of all, penetration is going to feel great. A penis inserted into a vagina is going to feel great on its own.
I can imagine.
However, it doesn't necessarily take you to climax because you have a penis inside of a vagina. So there are different things that you can do to affect the change you need to affect when you're talking about having orgasms and when you're talking about having a really good, successful session. And again, those Kegel exercises, number one, that exercising is going to, get that circulation flowing, which also helps you to produce the right amount of lubrication for your body. Because you don't nobody want no dry sex. Don't nobody want no dry sex.
No
Stop it.
chafing. No chafing, please. No chafing.
And push this up here. Don't nobody want dry.
For the
We're
people in the
not,
back.
yeah, we're not doing that. So if you find yourself having super dry sex, number one, you're not aroused. Number two, you need blood flow. Number three, some of those Kegel exercises are going to help you produce the lubricant that your body needs in order to do that.
Oh yes.
There you go.
What she said.
What
Preach,
I
preacher. Preach
so
holiness, Bishop.
So that's what's necessary a lot of times. Like you have to think about all those things. Again, we always talk about, nutrition, we talk about fitness, we talk about exercise and how all those things help you with sexual wellness because of the fact that a lot of times we don't think about, hey, I got to work these muscles, not just working your hips, but work the muscles because we all been told, it's the motion in the ocean. So you get your hips rolling and everything.
Yes, Lord.
And I know people saying they can't multitask. There's a lot going on. It's what are we doing? Listen, practice makes perfect.
There you go. What she said.
It does every time. Every time. Every single time. Let me just say that again. Every time.
Every single time.
Yes. And twice on some days.
Man, 3 times if you freak it.
So one of the things I do want to also talk about, and we do have some other kind that you can use with a partner. I wish I had grabbed that other set. But I'm going to show you guys some of these Kegel exercisers. And this one particularly is just a regular Kegel ball. Let me move my dildo over here because he's so small. He's really
Blackula. We have Blackula. Give him a hand.
vitamin D plus. It's vitamin D plus. 7.5.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
You got a little friend over there. It's a little bit short, a little bit thicker, but They still do what they're supposed to do.
They still do what they do.
It's not the science that matters, it's the motion in the ocean. So let me go over here. Let me do this so I can add it to the stream as well. There we go. And let me move my camera over. There we go. Okay. So what I'm showing you guys right now are the hold on to me, and these are actually Kegel exercisers. So they are little balls here that you just use, and you can insert these, and they're weighted. And that's what I like about these, is that they're weighted. They have two different weights that, or actually four, that you can use, and you can insert them. But if you're a beginner, you only use one ball at a time, right? So like this one is probably the lightest weight, and each of them have like dots on the back so they can tell you exactly what the weight is and how they work. But all you would do is insert this vaginally, and then some of the exercises we just talked about, some of those flutters and things like that. The key is to get these to kind of move around in the place that you need them to move. So these are inserted vaginally. You just put them in here. Leave the string on the outside because that's how you retrieve it. So it'll be just easy for it to pop out. Now, it's not going to get lost unless you just got something going on, and we need to talk about that offline. But so these inserted one at a time, and then once you become a G, then you go to the two. But these help to exercise those muscles. Again, it's like strength training for your vaginal muscles. When you're thinking about something like what's that thing? When you think about like lifting weights and things like that, the reason why resistance training works is why. You tell me, because you working, the person that do resistance training.
So it increases blood flow, increases density of the muscles, which increases control and body awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of those beautiful things.
Okay, so this is your resistance training for the vaginal canal. It's going to do all of those things because now your body goes, wait, what's that? I need to actually find this and figure out which muscles I need to use in order to squeeze on this. And then the more you squeeze and hold, then you'll get used to it, right? You'll start getting to where your body's like, oh, I'm used to this weight. So then you may decide to go all the way up to the heaviest weight. And once you go up to the heaviest weight, then you switch over to using two at a time. And then that way you can insert these in. Of course, again, this is your retrieval string. So you're not going to use the string, but you're going to insert these in here. But the more you Kegel, the easier it will be for you to just have spontaneous orgasms because you're working those muscles. Did I lose you again?
That's full. I came back. I came back. I'm sorry. You said spontaneous.
Spontaneous. Yes, you'll just be sitting up there talking, and all of a sudden, you just do one. You go, wait, hold on.
Oh, so Mika knows. Oh,
Yes,
that's
yes. That's
awesome.
what you got to understand. You have to, use things that will help you with your journey, your Kegel journey, as the people would say.
Lord.
Yes. You okay?
I'm sorry. I was in praise and worship.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. Worship. I'm sorry. I was in worship and praise.
Okay then.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
I can't with you. Let me tell you what. I'm not going to with you. Let's just say that right there. Not at all. I just can't understand. The other thing, like we were talking about, with guys or whatever, a lot of times, I guess for me, when I run into a lot of clients, especially male clients, they don't feel like there's a lot that they can do on their side in order to be prepared for sexual sessions other than to just own the penis.
Right. Own that mother. Own it.
Just own it. That's it. They like,
Right.
what can I do to help? But also think about this. The way that you can help your partner as well, um, even during a session, right? Like, you can help by using your fingers to help that vagina learn where to target. So enter your two fingers within the vaginal canal and help along. So as you are giving the G spot,
I'm a
um,
song.
yeah, the G spot massage, the hanging. While you do G-spot massage, you can also allow those vaginal walls to close in on those fingers. So you're massaging, you got the fingers going, you got a lot going on there. And also, while you're helping internally, use your thumb and give a little rub to the clitoris because it needs attention, not your thumb. Lick your hand.
It's dirty and clean at the same time.
You look, I'm over here like you need lube. Don't lick it. Don't lick it yet.
Never mind.
Don't, don't do that. That's not what you're
You
supposed
switch back and forth from the tongue to the thumb. Tongue and thumb, they rhyme. Can you go back and forth?
to. Okay, I'll let you do that. I will allow. Have fun. Have fun. So let's talk about some remote fun with Kegel exercises. So, like, we're talking about helping your partner, we're talking about doing things that you can really kind of involve your partner in playing around with you as well, because we want to make sure that, especially if you are, involved in your partner's sexual health and wellness, you want to make sure that they have all the tools that they need in order to be, excited to.
Um, all right, so stick around. She'll be there. There she goes. There she goes. I was like, what
Wrong
in
button
the
is what I
hell?
did. Yeah. So me and my clicking of the wrong buttons. Let me just show you guys this. This is one of our Kegel exercisers. It is the I always forget the name of it. It's the Love Life Crush, and it is an exerciser that is app operated. And why I like this so much is because you can use this with a partner. So you're talking about, and I'm not talking about in the same room. I'm talking about somewhere they could be in a different part of the world, and all they need
Oh,
is to
shit.
download the app to this exerciser, because again, as you see the way it's shaped, you can tell that it is a Kegel exerciser because of that lot of little bow tie shape there that lets you
Right.
know that they're, you insert it, and then this is one thing, you can hold on to that part, and then once you enter this part in, then you can hold on to that part, and this is your retrieval string, but it's also where you charge it. So once the product is turned on, as you can see, mine is turned on, and then you go here to the app. So I actually have the app up and running for you guys today. This is the Oh My Bod app, and I'm the user, and I'm not going to have it connected to my partner. I didn't get anybody else to download it. But you have all these different things that you can do with this exerciser. And I'm just going to go through here and show you that, in fact, let me take myself out of the feed real quick. And as you see, I have this here, and you see it's got club vibe, all these different types of settings here that I can push this, and it says moon. As you see it vibrating here, think about using this, say, like maybe in the club,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you this even with tapping. I could just lightly tap. As you see, I'm tapping, and you see it's vibrating with my taps.
Ooh.
And then I think what's the like this is another one where I'm just doing something with my fingers, and it's just doing exactly what I did. And it'll do it again. So like it vibrates with that. But here's what I really like about it. So as you see, this one is called Club Vibe, and it has a microphone here, right? So I'm actually just talking into it. And as you see me talking to it, it's starting to vibrate with my boy.
That is so dope. That is so dope. Oh my God.
Yeah, so like when you're talking about doing a lot of activities with your partner and making sure that you guys are having fun, but you're also exercising the body, like that's a lot of fun, right? Because it's like I'm having a great time and it's just doing it. Yay.
I missed you. Like,
It's like,
okay,
yeah,
so
look, you can spell your name out with it.
ooh, ooh. So that hey, listen, so that is the epitome of putting your name on a pussy. That's why you my nigga.
Look, this is why they won't let us have the internet for real because you don't act right. You just don't act right. But yeah,
Mm-mm,
so
not at
like
all.
think about this. You can take this somewhere. You take this to the club. You take this out of town with you. Say your partner's out of town or somebody, one of y'all are out of town. And the one that holds the
Mm.
vagina takes this and y'all are talking on the phone because this is the best part of the app. I forgot to tell you about this part of the app. Somebody come get your sister. Girl just walked in. What?
Parent problems.
Yes, you may. So I'm going to show you the best part of this app really quickly because I think this is what's important also. Um, if you can see here, I don't think you can see it here, but when you connect with a partner and y'all log in, y'all can actually video chat while you're using this. Yes,
Oh, nigga.
actually video chat while you're using the product. So, like, not only can your partner operate the product remotely, but y'all could be talking and they can pick which vibration works, and it also records your orgasms.
See, where do you get one of those? Where do you order?
From
Golly gee.
you have, and that's the craziest thing about this particular product is that
Damn.
you cannot order it online through the BK website. You have to order it through a BK rep, and I happen to be your neighborhood sexuality and intimacy.
Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. I like the way you change that voice up.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. Just so
listen,
20,
so 11. Look,
20
you can take this home for only $129 plus tax and shipping, and it is the best investment you will ever have besides the remote panties because we do have panties that work
Promote.
the same way.
You know, you like you got the gauntlet. You got the gauntlet. You got the whole.
Mic
Ooh,
drop,
Lord,
baby.
you
Mic
said promote panties.
Yes, they work
That
the same.
sounds amazing.
Yeah,
That sounds amazing.
yeah.
Hey,
Everything
baby, I got hey.
remote through the app. I mean, if you have a phone, you can work those panties. But so, cause somebody was asking me about can you hack into it and all that kind of stuff, and anybody can. No, you have to give people control. It's just like consent, right? You have to allow the partner consent. They have to log in on their phone, and then you have to be the one to allow them to control your panties. So you don't get to just pop on and then they just jump on. It doesn't work like that. You have to physically know that it's happening. So, yeah.
You said work. Did you say work the panties?
Yes.
Love it.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. So, yeah, definitely you want to make sure that you yeah, can get someone to work and with you. I'm just not. Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell you guys what. Those of you who are watching tonight's show and you want to order the Love Life Crutches, which this is, I will offer you free shipping today only if you contact me and order um, this product. Shipping's on me,
Hell yeah.
but you got to order it tonight. Tonight.
So nice. And you got less than 2 hours, so you better get on it.
Yeah, you better message me, text me. I done put all of our information out here in the world, so y'all should know how to get in touch with me. But if you want to order this and try this out, then make sure that you get in touch with me tonight. I will take the shipping off for you. But also, the great thing about it is it comes with a little instruction manual, so you'll know how to operate it. But that app though, put your what you want. So you finna
You
order.
said that you can record it. You can record the orgasm on
Yes,
the phone.
it records your orgasms. Okay, so the other thing I didn't tell you that's really great about this is that there's actually two apps that come on this. So one of them that you can play with your partner with, and there's another one that you just do Kegel exercises with.
Let's go.
And in order for you to play to the next level, you have to finish the first level. So it like actually takes you through training so you can learn what you need to do Kegel wise. So you do not outgrow this. She said if I wasn't on your team already, I'd order. I know, right? Order it from look. Just because you're not on my team don't mean you don't need to order it for yourself. It still help me.
Man,
Look, help me,
wow.
help you, help me.
Man. She's not only a client, she's the player president.
Tease. That's what I think is so great about these though. Like y'all, you know, we are super silly. Like we have fun and we talk about a lot of things, but we do talk a lot about sexual health and we talk about how things work for us and can work for you. You know, and how these things can be beneficial not just to you but to your confidence level, to your partner, to the fact that you don't have to worry about, you know, like I always tell people, your orgasms are your responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Your orgasms are your responsibility. Do not leave your orgasm up to someone else in order for you to achieve it. Now you can let them help you, but you
Right,
should know how to get to orgasm by yourself.
you know, you're
By yourself. Chase. He said, do I have to place an order? Might as well go and place yours the second of the month. You might as well go and place your order.
Mm-hmm. Get it in.
Yeah, and now if you want my discount, guess what you're gonna do, y'all? Join my team, and I'll tell you how to do that later. But
Uh-oh.
yeah, because I'm just saying, you know, folks always go, can I get it for your discount? You sure can when you join my team and you're a consultant. You can get the consultant discount. That's all you gotta do. You got anything else to say about Kegel exercises?
Well, actually, I have one more.
Okay.
So the last thing we talked about on the last show, we talked about edging.
Mm-hmm.
Or in tantric practice, you call it self-cultivation. So, talking about men in particular, you take yourself. There's a challenge that we do every month with a tantric group that I'm part of. What you do is you allow yourself to get to the point where you feel like you're about to ejaculate, and then you take a deep inhale and you pull the energy back into you. And what transpires is that you have an orgasm, which is an inner ejaculation. And then you could do that for levels. Like, you know, you start off at like taking yourself to the edge 5 times and pulling it back without ejaculation. And then you just multiply that number. So it's a way to train yourself to pull yourself back from the edge. It's just, look like you're about to laugh.
No, I'm listening.
So you pull yourself back from the point of ejaculation through the breathing. Uh, and then again, like I said, you internalize the orgasm, and you actually feed, your chakra system, your your brain, because you're literally inhaling the energy back from the root all the way up to the top and then back down. So you
Mm-hmm.
do that over and over again, and you actually help yourself in sexual encounters with your partner. You're able to do the very same thing.
Okay, so I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of times people don't understand that a little bit of denial of that instant gratification is going
Yeah,
to in the long run because most people just want to lean right into that feeling of orgasm. They want to lean right into that rush and it's over. But if you can
right.
just kind of deny yourself a little bit of that gratification, just a little bit, it does help you in the long run, right?
Yes.
These people on YouTube, I don't know what these people these people are savage, first of all. But
Hold on, you said where? YouTube? Your page? Let
yeah,
me find it.
look, because they over there talking about they need to tag their exes and everything. Y'all is terrible. Go ahead, tag them though.
Don't be petty, Betty's.
Just go and tag them. That's fine.
No, thank you, man.
Whole video, click on it and just share it to their inbox and be like, just watch.
Just watch. You learn some stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I thought about you when I saw this video.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. I see us.
you found
I see us. I see us.
Yay! Now look, let me tell y'all something. Edging just doesn't only work for men, but it works for women as well. And it's the same thing is as you see yourself making it right there to climax, right there to orgasm, you just almost there. You just kind of pull back a little bit. And you take a deep breath. Let me tell y'all, it's gonna take a couple of times for you to be able to get this, especially if you're a person that's super sensitive, if you're easy to orgasm, if it doesn't take you nothing but the wind blowing, you're gonna have to really work on it and slow the pace down.
Right.
So she said, don't tempt me out, send it, because y'all know, over here, a whole full old Sagittarius fire sign to tell you just go ahead and send it, honey. Don't sugarcoat it. But
Send it on down.
don't send it. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But what
Like,
you have
brother, this is where you went wrong.
to look, just do it. But what you have to understand when you talk about edging and everything, if you're super sensitive, it's gonna take you a few times to be able to kind of time it out so that you won't just overblow. Like a lot of times you might,
Right.
okay, wait a minute, wait, I wouldn't try. You got to pull it back a little bit. If you are a person that takes a long time to orgasm, if it takes you a while to make the climax, this is actually one of the better exercises for you because you can actually feel the buildup happening. So what you
Right.
want to do is you want to kind of toggle between, depending on what type of stimulation you're using. If you're using manual stimulation, your fingers, something like that, then I would suggest you speed up a little bit and then slow all the way down. Speed up and then slow down. Just kind of move your body up into those things. If you really want to, if you are if it takes you a long time, speed up for like do rigorous, fast motions with, if it's with your finger or a tour, what, do those fast motions. If it takes you 15 minutes, do 5 minutes of just rapid, 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 then slow it down. Then go rapid, 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 slow it down, and then you'll find out your body is like, oh, wait a minute, okay, so now it's figuring out, is not only is it figuring out about the orgasm, but it's also figuring out time, tempo, rhythm, and now it's kind of waking up as well. So this is a good time for those of you who have a hard time coming to orgasm to really work on that edging because it's going to help you have a mind-blowing orgasm
Oh yeah.
and Kegel while you're doing it.
I wanted to add this real quick. This is important. Uh, I know what's going on.
Mute your phone.
Get my phone?
Yeah, because I can hear whatever you're watching.
Okay. I was watching us.
Volume down. That's all. Just turn it down.
Yes, ma'am.
You
All
know.
right. All right. So my suggestion for men is that when you're doing your self cultivation, don't sit there and do this. Don't do that.
Mo,
That huh?
don't whack a mo.
No
Whack.
whack. No whack a mole. No, none of that.
No.
You literally want to practice like you're stroking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you're doing this, that's not how sex goes. You don't. That's not how. That's not how it goes. So you literally practice um, being in the position where you will be stroking, and then you take yourself to that mental state, and then you take yourself to the edge and you pull it back multiple times. It's actually easier that way. It's you have a lot less control when you're just standing or sitting and just going back and forth like that. So you practice that.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about this real quick. Let's talk about this real quick. So you are saying being completely, full body invested in doing the actual act as though you have a person with you, in opposed to just being in kind of almost a relaxed state and just kind of going off steam.
right. Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
because I mean, there's a difference between just blowing off steam, like you said, and practicing to improve your sexual performance. Big difference.
So actual rehearsal.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, if you got to put on some music and burn some candles and incense and whatever to take yourself there, take yourself completely there because you're going to allow you're going to create the same type of stimuli. Even if you want to add porn or pictures, whatever. Uh,
You're right.
knew that was gonna happen.
That statement.
I saw it coming.
Disregard that statement. Don't even look at it.
Listen, I will though.
No, no,
Damn, you don't let me have no fun.
no fun for you. You can't even
Because
have an
I
after
will.
party because you won't even act right in the after party. So
I won't.
look at them like, let's join the after party. No, no,
Right. Like Gene is revoked. You can't come in at all.
no.
Why
I
not?
can't even because I ain't got time. I can't even. I ain't got my switch today, so I can whoop you. But
But I might like it though.
you see, that's the problem. So, but the other thing that I was about to say is, but like I always say, use a mirror. One of the things I tell a lot of my clients is even when they are, doing self pleasure and things like that, if you've never seen what your body looks like when it's fully aroused in those particular states, make sure that you are in front of a mirror. Use a phone. Use a phone that's not connected to anything, and even just put put a video, record yourself so you can really see what motions work best for you. And you can erase the video once you're done, or you can keep it and archive it. But make sure you just put it in a place that, unless you want to send it, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. However, I'm just saying the safe way to do stuff, get your camcorder if you want to. But yeah, I would
Hey,
definitely I do believe in recording yourself. I believe in, standing in front of a mirror, sitting in front of a mirror, putting a mirror at the end of your bed if you have one. Just so these jokes are overly
I'm listen. I'm gonna
they
pull
don't
a
know
whole
what
magic mic on your ass. Was you ready for that?
they weren't ready. But yeah, you definitely want to make sure that you're putting yourself like in front of a mirror, so you can see what works best for you, so you can see what doesn't work for you. Look at your facial expression when you do certain things, so you can what the enjoyment is. I'm gonna kick you off of here because you and them ain't acting right today. You and them, these four
I
right
told
here.
you I'm a bad influence. I told you I'm a bad influence.
You are, and they are enjoying themselves. Yeah, one day we can do an after party where we just do invite only, and we're just gonna have a whole lot of topics that we're not going to show live, but that'll be for people who have a different type of VIP status. But we will do
There
that.
we go. I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, so that'd be kind of great. Anyway, Anything else to add?
Nope, I think that's everything.
All right. Okay, so just to sum it all up, Kegel exercises are good not just for women but for men. They were made just well when they came along. They were just doing them for incontinence and things like that. But we have found since then, since they first started prescribing Kegel exercises, that they are really great for sexual pleasure on top of those other very great health benefits. And definitely I recommend that you do Kegels all day long if you can. Really about 8 times a day would be kind of great. If you can just think about it, do 2 to 3 minutes per session. So like even sitting down, and nobody can see you doing them. Nobody can see them while you drive or anything like that. Just take the time, take those deep breaths. And we talked about the elevator yesterday, how, the elevator is really easy because all you do is you think about first, second, third floor, but you're going to start with just, you relax and then you squeeze and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And then you're going to, release that. And then you're going to bring it in again. You're going to go 1, 2, and then you're gonna squeeze that and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you release that. Then you're gonna relax again, and then you're gonna squeeze this time. 1, 2, 3, and that should bring you into a tighter squeeze. You're gonna hold that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And you do that a couple of times, and then do those pulsations that Jane was talking about. Add those things together. You're gonna notice the difference between how your body operates during sexual sessions when you do those Kegels more regularly. You're going to also notice that when you go to the bathroom, what type of stream you'll have when you pee. You're going to also notice that you're not necessarily dripping pee, or having a hard time holding it, or, all those things that come along with, having weak bladder muscles and everything. So do those things a few times. Y'all report y'all's findings once y'all do those things. And make sure you definitely do those Kegels when you are holding on to a penis. We lost
And
it.
make it hurt. Take it from me. Make it hurt.
Yeah,
The harder you squeeze, the better.
because my thing is do Kegels well enough that on that penis so that their penis may decide that it just can't hold it any longer. So anyway, we done acted a whole fool for an hour now. So it's
Uh,
we've been doing the most.com. Since y'all don't have any questions, and since the YouTube crew over here is losing it, we gonna have to call it a night. Thank you for joining me tonight on this special Tease Me Tuesday.
Hey, it was my absolute pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity again. And
All
thank
right.
you, audience.
Yeah, thank y'all for joining us. And okay, and as always, we always tell y'all like, share, and subscribe. Also, if y'all looking for CBD samples for the CBD lube and CBD relaxation cream, make sure that you cash app. Let me put this up here real quick. You guys can cash app where it is. There it is. Nope, that's the one. So you're gonna cash app HP Academy. And send $6 and I'll send you a CBD lube sample or a CBD relaxation cream. And for those of you special people, just send 12 and I'll send you one of each. And just tell me where to send it to and we'll get it out to you guys because CBD helps to enhance those sensations as well. So we want to make sure that y'all getting good orgasms or good shit orgasms.
uh, can you text me that cash app?
I sure will.
I do appreciate it.
I got you. So anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I'll be back next Tuesday. Jane and I are usually together on Mondays. We do Moist Mondays and we talk about all things sex and nutrition and fitness. And right now we're doing our Zodiac series again. We just got finished with fire signs. I think we're doing
Water.
water.
Yep.
We're either doing water or air.
What's the opposite of fire? Water. Water
Fire,
is the opposite of fire.
water, air. We're doing water.
Right.
What is it?
Cancers, Pisces, and Scorpios.
Something like that. I think we're doing water, but we're gonna. I want to say we're doing water, right?
Yeah, because that's the opposite of it, fire.
Okay, so we're gonna do water. So yeah, so you guys join us for that, and we will see you guys then. Say bye.
Peace, people. Hey, it was a blast. I love it.
All
Thanks
right, bye.
again.
Thank y'all for joining us. Like and share the video.